Hi everyone, welcome back to another A to B Modern Railways shop update video. But as you can tell, I'm not in the shop. I'm actually at home in my spare room and I'm stood in the middle of my guinea pig pen because it's the only place I can stand where I can get myself and the layout in shot. I'm actually in the middle of cleaning them out, so I've just taken a break while they have a run around. If you can hear some background noise, that's what it is. Now, in this video, we're going to be focusing on the latest progress on this Scottish branch line terminus layout. I introduced it in the previous video and set myself a challenge of trying to get it to some kind of presentation standard in time for the end of November so it can form part of my Christmas display in the shop window. Lots to do before then, and this video and the next few are going to, or are planned to document that progress, so we shall see how we get on. Also in this video, we're going to take a look at the latest announcements from Hornby and Bachmann. Hornby's autumn announcements were made just a few days after the previous video went up on YouTube. We're going to look at those, and also we're going to look at the latest Bachmann announcements as well. So we've got little videos of those coming up later in this video. Now, starting point, I've got the layout in a position where I can work on it here in the spare room, turn around on top of the cupboards, and I've just sort of moved some buildings around so I can get a picture of my idea for the layout. As I mentioned in the previous video, it was based on the old Loch Tay branch on the Killing Junction to Loch Tay branch line, the Loch Tay station, with some slight amendments to the track plan. And the idea that it was actually going to be called Gairloch and represent the fictitious terminus on the fictitious Gairloch to Achmachine branch. But for various reasons, my progress stalled on it, and some of it was down to a broken point, some of it down to the fact I wasn't particularly happy with some of the scenic work that I did. I'm not saying it was just because I had help from my daughter, who was quite young at the time, but it wasn't my finest work, so I need to do some work to try and get it up to standard. But I've got the factory building here, which is going to be the brewery. That's in place, some tidying up to do there. I've got the provender store for the goods building in the right place. This station building is not the one I actually planned to use for it because it's too big. I can't quite find the one that I intended to use at the moment. I've got a little great central lamp hut here. I've actually got a hut that looks more like the one at Loch Tay, so I'm going to substitute that in at some point as well. Lots to do. Back scene's already starting to peel off. It's one of the jobs I'm going to do is to take that off and just really try and tidy up the scenery and make it into a winter scene if I can. So been doing some work. We'll look at the progress shortly, but first of all, let's take a look at those Hornby 2025 autumn announcements. So all those Hornby autumn announcements are now uploaded onto our website. Just head to www.a2bmodernrailways.co.uk if you want to place a pre-order. And if you do place a pre-order between now and the end of November 2025, then just put a message on your order saying YouTube 1. And if you do that, then I will send you out one of our static grass or scenic mystery bundles as a free gift to say thank you for your pre-order. It's not a offer we're making available to everybody, so just put it as a message with your order and I'll get that special offer sent out to you. Now, while you've been enjoying that Hornby video, I have been enjoying a nice cheeky beer, but I've also been doing some work on the layout, so let's have a look at the progress. So if you go over to the right hand side of the layout, as you can see, I have removed the Y point from down here and all the ballast has sort of been chipped away, and the troublesome left hand point that was the broken one has also been removed. So we've got a nice sort of blank trap bed now to put the new point on there, and I've commandeered a left hand point from the shop to fill in the space. You can see the Y point there on the platform. I'm hoping I've not done any damage to it and I can actually just relay that. I'm going to have to do a bit of cleaning up because it's got a bit of plaster bandage all over it. I told you my scenic work wasn't very good, but hopefully that will go back in there. I've got a spare one if not. Also, what I've done is I've taken all the buildings pretty much off the layout, and over on this left hand side I've started to fill in the gaps that we saw earlier, that brown painted area around here. I've just put some static grass on it, and I've managed to find the little coaling stage that I was looking for to complete the scene here. Now I've still got the original Great Central Railway lamp hut just in place at the moment. I need to find the actual hut I'm going to use for that. I've also removed the back scene. As you'll see, there's a bit of the sticky stuff left on the back here because it was one of these self-adhesive type from ID back scenes, and I just made a mess of putting it on, so it wasn't anything to do with the product. So that's all now clear. I'll try and perhaps chip the rest of this off so that I can put a new back scene on. Going to be a bit of a challenge because I'm going to have to put it on while the scenery's there, but I need to source a new snow scene, and then when I've done that I can make some progress. So that's the progress so far on the layout. Hopefully there'll be some more to share by next week, because my plan is to upload one video a week through the month of November with a focus on the progress on the layout. Because as you will know, if you saw the previous video, my aim is to get it up to some kind of standard to go on display in the shop window at the end of this month as part of our Christmas scene. So I've got to get my skates on because I'm filming the last bit of this video on bonfire night, and time is already ticking. And as I said in the previous video, it's a bit like Challenge Annika. This looks a bit of an impossible mission, and I've been so busy over the last sort of few days that I've not had a chance until tonight to do any work on the layout, so I feel a bit behind. Having said that, I'm pleased to have got the 2 points lifted. So the Y point was an absolute pig to get up, and that was the undamaged one as well. I had to really hack at it to sort of release it from the ballast and get it off the board. I hope I haven't damaged it because I'd like to reuse it. I've got a spare if I need to. And then the damaged left-hand point came out really easily. So I've got all the ballast off. I feel like I'm making progress there. Pleased to get the back scene off as well, because that was the other big sort of backward step on the layout I had to do to sort of get it ready to move forward. And doing the little bit of scenic work with the static grass on the other side just feels like I've made some positive progress as well. So I'm hanging on to the positives, but it does feel like I'm a little bit behind. But I'll share some more next week with you. I want to finish this video. We're having a little reflection on the final Bachmann announcement of 2025. It's the Winter 2025 range. It was announced in a video this morning. And I don't want to criticise Bachmann, but I felt quite underwhelmed when I looked through the products sort of later in the day. I'm not saying they're no good. It's just we've seen them before. Bachmann have released most of these, or announced most of these, I should say, over the last sort of 2 or 3 months. And we've sort of featured them in previous videos already. So there's not a lot we haven't seen already. And to compound that, of course, the last 2 videos we've had have featured the upgraded tool in the Class 47. And that formed a big part of this Winter 2025 video. It was an award-winning model back in 2021, 22, when it first sort of came out. Was seen as a real step forward in the modelling world. And they've added to it again. The new Stay Alive, it for DCC running to allow continuous running, sound and lights, and no sort of stalling on dead frog points is obviously long overdue, I think. That's a positive development. They've upgraded the speaker system for improved sound, and obviously the auto uncoupling on the deluxe models, both ends of the loco, is another positive. So they've upgraded an award-winning model. Can't fault them for that. But we saw the livery announcements. We saw this previously. Having said that, in addition to the previous liveries, we've got 2 new additions, both in BR two-tone green. So 2 new catalogue numbers, 35410A, which depicts loco D1922, and 35410B, depicting loco D1940. Both of those are again available in DCC ready, sound fitted, all sound fitted deluxe form, and are available to pre-order on our website. So just head to www.a2bmodelrailways.co.uk if you're interested. Of course, you'll also find the other livery versions. That's the 2 BR blue and yellow ones, also the Rail Freight grey, the red Rail Express Systems version, and the West Coast Rail maroon liveried Class 47. All still available on there, and all part of our offer that runs until now the end of November. Pre-order one from us and we'll send you a free scenic bundle worth at least £15 straight out to you once your pre-order has been paid for. Yeah, that is something we've seen before, but at least we've got a couple of new liveries. Also seen before are the Class 13s. That's the I8 with the slave. In BR green and BR blue. Again, DCC ready. Sound fitted deluxe. Our first allocation of these we've sold out of, but if you are interested in any version of the Class 13, give me a call, 07304 068 905. If I can get one for you, then I'll take your pre-order. I'm happy to do so. Also seen before are the Farish N-Gauge Hall and Modified Hall, due out at the beginning of next year. We've featured them on a previous video, 4 livery versions of that. That also featured as part of the Bachmann announcement range. So there wasn't a lot new. We've got a couple of N-Gauge C-Class locos, South Eastern and Chatham Railway C-Class, number 4 in SE and CR lined green, and also a BR black one in Lake Crest, BR lined black with the Lake Crest. That's also coming out in N-Gauge, both versions available, DCC ready and sound fitted. We aren't adding the N-Gauge locos to our website at the moment, so get in touch with us on the phone number or email us a2bmodelrailways@outlook.com if you want one, and we'll take your pre-order and we'll get it out to you, but we're not putting them on the website. Also previously released are the EFE Rail Plesser cranes in AA. Re-releases of those, they're coming out in BR Departmental Yellow and Belford BT. They're pretty much the liveries we've seen before, so they've coming out in the EFE Rail range. So not too much new. There is a brand new EFA Rail Class 314. That's the 3-car EMU, and there's a whole range of liveries for that one. We've got Thames, we've got blue and grey Transclyde, we've got ScotRail, we've got Strathclyde, PTA Carmine and Cream, and Strathclyde PTA Orange and Black. We've got the Network Rail Yellow, we've got blue and grey Southern, we've got West Anglia Great Northern Purple, Silverlink Metro, Southern Coastway, Network Southeast, blue and grey. There's a whole heap of them. Yeah, that's a big range, isn't it? All coming out, and recommended price is just under 350 quid for those. Now, I know we do discount on that. If you want an EMU from us, then again, get in touch. You can pre-order one for us. We're not going to get a load of those in because there's just too many. And I think again, you know, it's a big outlay. It's not something we're going to be getting into the shop in great numbers. And the other sort of multiple unit that was announced is one of these area specific models. It is the Class 150. Now, Bachmann do these area specifics. They're limited edition, only available in certain parts of the country because they're rep specific. Specific to certain area reps. So certain shops can get them, certain shops can't. Now, the version that's coming my way is in London North Western Railway livery. I don't see many of them around Derby. So, yeah, I mean, it looks great. It's a nice livery. But it's not particularly one I think is going to suit people in my area. However, they are available to pre-order on our website. So if you want one and surprise me, then, of course, we'll get them in. I'm hoping that they're going to prove popular. www.a2bmodelrailways.co.uk. Personally, I prefer the northern one. I do see northern in around the area. Not necessarily Matlock Bath, but we do see them around Derby, in the north of the county anyway. And being somebody who, as you can tell from my top, quite likes to go to Whitby, I see Northern Rail livery quite a lot. So, yeah, I would have preferred that one. But anyway, never mind. Can't win them all. They look great models, DCC ready, sound fitted. There we go. There are quite a few wagons coming out. Just want to highlight one in 00, which I'm really pleased they're doing, actually. Credit to Bachmann for this. It's the LMS 12-ton planked ventilated van, and it's coming out in a number of liveries, including the Express Dairy Blue. Now, I get asked for this so many times that it's sure to be popular. So I'm pleased to see that back in the range. So great credit to Bachmann for that. There's also a Army Green version, and the LMS Grey version will also be quite popular in my area as well. So again, quite a nice one for us. We're not adding them to the website. We will add them when they come into the shop. We don't tend to put wagons on pre-order. They're due out March, April next year. But if you do want them, you want to put your name down for them or pre-order them, you can do so by getting in touch. We're just not adding them to the website at the moment. You can't just put everything on pre-order. So we're not doing that. But they are available. If you want to, give us a call. If I know you want one, then we will do that. There are others, but they're sort of the standout on the range, and I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm sort of going to wrap it up there. But if there's a particular Bachmann model you want, if it's not on the website, then get in touch. www.a2bmodelrailways.co.uk, 07304 068 905, or a2bmodelrailways@outlook.com. And only too happy to support our customers and take your orders and get them out to you as soon as they arrive. That's pretty much it from me today. The first of our November videos. We've hoped to have another one coming out probably towards the end of next week. So if you want to follow the progress on our project layout and get more stock updates from the shop, which will be part of next week's video, then you know what to do. Subscribe to our channel, and of course, drop us a like, drop us a comment. Tell us what you think of the Bachmann 2025 range, or even those autumn announcements from Hornby. Always good to hear your comments, always good to hear your thoughts. I'm looking forward to those Bachmann or Farish hauls were announced before. I'm looking forward, and I'm really pleased Bachmann are doing a two-tone green Class 47. Although I'm a steam enthusiast, I've got a sort of soft spot for the Class 47s, and it's all to do with the fact that I got Train SimWorld on PlayStation, and I love driving the 47 along the West Somerset. Yeah, I do like that one, so I'm quite pleased the green one's coming out, because it fits in with another one of my passions there. Pre-order offers still available, of course, as we've said. That's it. Take care. Stay safe, and I shall see you soon. Bye-bye.